Well, our next guest was a bear for ages. Then he became bullish. Well, let's find out where he stands now that we're holding 1320 on the S&P. Actually, 1331 right now. Todd Schoenberger, Managing Director of Land Colt Trading, joins us. All right, Todd, where do you stand now?
I'm still bullish, Chris, and only because of the Fed accommodation. For the overall economy, I'm bearish. But when I start thinking about stocks from now until the end of QE2, it's the place to be. It's probably the only place to be. And you can see that from today's action as well.
Todd, I know you can't fight the Fed, but at the same time, you know that the proverbial punch bowl is going to be removed. You know that's going to happen. So don't we have to get in front of that if we're investing in stocks?
You know what I'm thinking, Chris? I want QE 3, 4, and 5. That's what I'm thinking right now. Because, look, bad news is good news. Good news is great news. You almost need something apocalyptic to happen right now to get the bears moving again and have a short-term sell-off, which is what everyone's expecting. The only thing that's looming right now that could be a bearish signal is the upcoming earnings season. So when you start thinking about when Alcoa kicks that off on April 11th, if earnings are not that great, you're probably going to have a little bit of a slide, and April could be quite volatile.
You think the markets this week are looking forward to Friday's jobs report, or has that report become a little less important, just in terms of the headline number?
That's a good question. You know, I would think that it is very influential, but it will be short-lived because remember, we have $5 to $7 billion a day in liquidity injections that we've been seeing through quantitative easing too. That's going to continue. So even if the number is not a great number, at first you may have a sell-off in the morning, but realistically you're going to have Ben Bernanke save the day, just as he has every other day over the past few months, and that will continue. So if there is bad news, it doesn't matter. It's short-lived, and we'll move on in the afternoon.
All right, you like Family Dollar. It's ticker symbol FDO. They've had a nice run. All these dollar stores have. You think that continues, even though we're recovering as an economy?
Let me tell you something. You talk about a growth area. Of all the three dollar stores, you have Dollar General, Family Dollar, and the Dollar Store. All three of them increased their square footage by 5% last year, whereas Walmart and Target remained flat. This is a company at Family Dollar. They announced before the year started that they were going to open 625 new stores and hire 2,000 more people. It's a frugal future that we're living in right now. It's current, it's present. That's a great story. It's a super story, and it's going to continue for years to come.
All right, now you might bet when you go to see a horse race, but you think this next stock is better than your typical quinella. You like Churchill Downs.
Well, let me tell you something. When you talk about the holiday season, everybody loves the retail stocks because people are shopping. It's a seasonal play. Right now, Churchill Downs is a seasonal play. When you look at the last 5 years, this stock has actually gone up 8% on average from this time until the end of May. People are gambling more. Churchill Downs has actually seen better handles, record-breaking handles as far as gamblers go over the last 3 years. And maybe people are trying to hit the daily double to pay the monthly rent. But bottom line is it's great for the stock right now. So if you're looking for a short play, it might be one to consider.
All right, one last one, Valero. You also like that. Everyone's looking for a way to play the energy space. You think Valero is the best way?
Let me tell you something. When you start talking about the refineries right now, this is the golden age for refineries because of the wide profit margins that are occurring. Plus, you have takeover opportunities. But when you start talking about Valero, they're headquartered in San Antonio. This company knows their stuff. And they also are expanding in Europe and the emerging markets. And they are a big producer of diesel fuel, which is great. It's highly or widely used in emerging markets, and it's great for Valero's stock. It's been doing well. It's probably going to continue that way because just in that space alone, there remains a number of a high acquisition probability in that sector.
All right, Todd, tomorrow is opening day in Major League Baseball. I'd love to be able to tell you I'm pulling for your Phillies. I'm just not. All right, Todd, thank you so much.